Hello. So for this class today, we have a roller and then we also have a set of 1 kgs and a set of 2 kgs so that you have an option when you're there. And then we also have a 4 kg kettlebell and a 6 kg kettlebell. So I'm going to turn the roller long ways along the mat and then just make sure you're not too close to the wall over here because we're going to do our arm circles here. So bring your bum down one end of the roller and then bring the head resting on the other end of the roller. Make sure your skull is fully on the roller and you should be able to get your bum on the roller there too. So from here, feet are not too close together, not too wide apart. They're just kind of in that happy position where you feel like a little bit wobbly, but nothing too major. We're just going to start to do some arm circles. So the arms come up and then overhead, and then they circle back around and down to the hips again. So just allow the shoulder blades to just gently glide on the rib cage. So this is what we're kind of focusing on here, is getting those shoulder blades to move over the rib cage and just get that little bit of glide through that tissue. As you bring your arms overhead, if your rib cage is flaring away from the roller to get those arms down, then it's fine. But also if you keep the mid spine a little bit more connected to the roller, then it becomes true movement through the arms and shoulders rather than that extension through the spine. Bring your hands down towards the hips, and then this time we'll go the other way. So let's go all the way up and around, and again, same thing. It's all good if you are moving a little bit through the ribs, but to get that nice movement really isolated into the shoulders and into the arms, then keep that spine nice and still as you do this. So of course the arms might not come all the way overhead, they might come a little bit more up, so they don't have to be on the floor here. Next time the hands are coming up in front of the chest, we'll just pause there. Turn the palms in towards one another. Feel nice and open through the collarbones. Got those hands as wide as your shoulders, right? And then from here, we're just going to retract your shoulder blades, squeezing the lower tips of the shoulder blades against the roller. And then we're going to protract the shoulder blades by lifting your fingertips up towards the ceiling. You feel the space in between the shoulder blades increases. And then we retract. And we're just going to go retract and protract, or reach and then retract. As you reach the fingertips up towards the ceiling, see if you can reach with that little finger side of the hand, and then retract and retract that lower tip of the shoulder blade. Squeeze the roller, and then think about that little finger side of the hand reaching up. A little bit more than the thumb, right? So you kind of have that intention of that little finger leading and reaching up. Still keeping that chest nice and relaxed here. So we're not lifting up and curling and the shoulders are hiking up, we're just keeping that nice space. Next time the arms with shoulder blades are sliding into that kind of centered position, we'll just let the arms drop all the way down to the floor in that T height. Drop the hands, back of the hands down to the floor, and then see if you can melt down through the elbows as well here. So just taking a few breaths there. Now you can send that breath into that front of the chest where you're kind of getting that stretch. See if you can kind of intensify that stretch a little bit with your breath in. Now this stretch might be enough for you. Otherwise, if you'd like to, intensify the stretch a little bit more and target a little bit more through that pec minor. Slide your hands along the floor, but just a little bit higher up. And then from there, melting down through the elbows. It should bring the stretch down into the armpits a little bit more. Taking a few breaths there. Check the rib cage. Did that upper spine flare off? Can you keep that rib cage softly closed at the front? And then send some breaths into that armpit. All right, from here, slide the hands back down. Now, my goal is to always keep my hands up when I'm doing this, but if you turn your hands down, that is completely fine. Find a little bit of balance. If you want to challenge yourself a little bit more, bring your feet closer together. If you need more support, wide apart. But then from here, we're just going to lift one leg up into tabletop and then feel that little wobble and then put that leg down and then the other. Good, so the roller will wobble the spine a little bit, but again, when we're lifting the legs and lowering the legs, we're not arching and flexing the spine away from the roller, right? We're just keeping that nice centered position. Oh, I've already turned my hands down. So you can add a little bit more challenge by lifting the opposite arm to the opposite leg. As you exhale, lifting up, and then inhale, lowering down. And if that's good for you, then you can do that. Otherwise, both feet down, arms come up, and then from there, lifting one leg up, and then lifting the other leg up. Good. So we're going to do about 4 more or so of these on each leg. So you could go back if you're like, oh, I'm really challenged here. When you put your feet down, maybe make them a little bit wider. One hand can be done. You can still be doing that march, or both hands can be down and just doing the march with the legs, right? And then we got 1 more on each side. And the last one, taking your time. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Of course, I just wobble the last one. Bring your hands down. All right, palms up to the ceiling again if you can. Hands down here. I always cheat and come down here. It's just taking a little bit of the grip away, right? So it's going to make you a little bit more unbalanced. One leg comes up into tabletop and then the other. And then see if you can find your balance here. Bring your knees and feet together. Find that little wobble. And then we're going to slowly extend one leg away and then come back and then extend your other leg away. Of course, if this is too wobbly and it's too challenging, you can always have one foot down, extending and bending. Otherwise, and then you'll have to switch the feet, right? So do 5 or 6 on one leg, 5 or 6 on the other. And we'll do the same up here. Breathing out as you extend and lower the leg, keeping that spine from rocking forward and backwards with that support through the center. Good. And then we'll do 1 more on each leg. Moving nice and slow so you've got that time under load when the leg is long. Okay, and then from here, so if you want, just hold in this tabletop position, keep the hands down, or we're going to challenge ourselves a little bit more. This is maybe where I'm going to fall off. One arm comes up. Keep the other arm down. Place the hand down. Palm is up if you want that extra challenge. If you want that extra challenge. And then lift the other arm up. Good. And then lower. And then switch. Oop. Switch. Oop. My palm's going down. The hand can be down now if you want. I have to put mine down. I can't do it with my palms up. Take your time. But I want you to feel challenged with this balance, right? So you're going to challenge yourself. If you're like, no bloody way, put one leg down. Do the arms. Oh, so much easier. No, it's not a challenge. Find your challenge. Good. If you roll off to the side, don't worry. It's not far to the floor. Good. Just don't take out your neighbour if you've got one next to you. That domino effect will happen. All right. Bring the hands down. Bring the legs down. And then step your feet a little bit further away so you've opened the front of the hip joint slightly. Feet are still flat on the floor and knees are still bent. From here, arms come up and overhead. Just reach out. And then as you exhale, hands come up to the ceiling. Lift the chest. And then reach those hands towards the toes as you roll up. If you need to, hands to here, and help yourself up to sitting, or just come all the way up. Okay, all the way up, and we're going to come over to our reformer. Okay, so from here, we're going to come, I'm just going to move that roller out of the way for you so you guys can see, all right? But we're going to come onto our carriage. We're going to be sitting and we're going to do our back rowing to start, just to get some work through the arms. So with this, you could go for a blue and a white, a red, or a red and a white spring, or even a red and a blue. You see how much you want to work through those arms and the back of the shoulders here. So we're going to sit nice and low here. So you want to be sitting nice and tall on those sit bones. You may have your knees bent. That might be a little bit easier to sit on those sit bones. And then we're going to hold on to those straps with the long loops. I'm going to thread those long loops over the elbows. And then you've got the elbows just a little bit lower than shoulder height. Take a breath in, and then as you exhale, pull the elbows back, feeling the lower tips of the shoulder blades coming back together, and then slowly bring those arms forward. So we're going for about 10 of these, pulling back and coming forward. Now, this one, out of all the variations, we don't move quite as far away from the stopper. The elbows bent, short lever, so it might feel not quite too heavy, or not too heavy. If you want, if it feels good, if you're like, no, it feels great, stay with this. Otherwise, elbows come back, lift your elbows up, lower the elbows down and then come forward. So you just got that little bit of extra time under load there. And then again, you could stay with this if that's enough of a next challenge, or as you come back, you're going to hold back there and see if you can do 5 or 6 where you hold back. Strong and supportive through the center. Body is upright. We've got 4, 3, 2. Could be bringing those arms forward whenever you need to. And 1. Bring those arms all the way forward. Slide the straps out of the arms and then just hold on to those small loops. And then sitting nice and tall here. Good. Again, we're going to pull those arms straight back and then slowly come forward. Arms come straight back. Palm is in. Little finger is leading. Chest is open here. Sitting nice and tall. Let's go for 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Bring those arms all the way forward, palms are facing in. And then from here we're going to open wide through those arms. Palms are facing forward, lead back with the back of the hand. We got 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. Hands are just a little bit lower than the shoulders. 2. You don't have to pull the arms all the way back if your spring's too heavy. 1. Okay, straight into a bicep curl here. Elbows bend and extend. Now you could keep those elbows a little lower than I'm showing here if you are getting tension through the neck. Otherwise, keep those elbows nice and high. Get that deltoid working as well as the bicep. All the way bent and then all the way to straight. Hands are just as wide as your shoulders here. You've still got that little bit of connection through the back of the shoulders. We got 4. 3, 2, and then 1. Bring those arms all the way forward and just slide the straps onto the shoulder rest there. Good. Oh, it's just the left strap, sorry. Bring your left hand into the right strap and I go up into that tiny, tiny loop. And then rotate your chest to the right. Right. From here, we're going to row back with that left arm. And then coming forward, reach your right arm forward, rotate the chest around. We've got 8. Keep that left fist wide so it's away from the chest to get a little bit more work through the back of the left shoulder. We got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring your arm forward. Pop that strap onto the shoulder rest and then reach forward and then grab onto the other strap. So right hand in the strap and coming across the left, rotate to the left and then rotate around. 9, 8, 7, 6. Now I don't know why I started counting at 9 because we want to do 10. So I'm going to go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Even on my 10-week holiday, I very much doubt that I'm going to get better at counting while I'm away. But then you guys will be all freaked out when I come back. So now I'm going to decrease my spring a little bit. If you're on anything more than a red, you probably want to go down to a red or a blue and a white spring here. Now blue and a white spring is going to be a little less work through the arms, but a red is going to be a little bit more. You're going to work your tummy a little bit here as well. So pick your either blue or white, a little easier, or a red. And then we're going to bring the legs through. And if you can, extend the legs out. Now make sure when you're sitting here that you've got that little space behind your bum because we're going to roll back here now. Hands into the small loops, sitting nice and tall. And then from here, we're going to breathe out and roll the pelvis. Rock the pelvis backwards and roll back onto that sacrum, flexing just underneath that rib. Pull your hands to your sternum and pause here. Elbows are low, shoulders are relaxed. Take a breath in. Now we've got this flexed spine and we want to maintain that as we bring the torso forward. So think about bringing the top of the head, the top of the skull towards the knees, round the spine. Now it's not going to touch, don't you worry. Unravel the spine from the sit bones to the head and then let the arms go. So as we exhale, we roll back. Hands come to the sternum. Elbows are low, shoulders relaxed. Take a breath. Breathe out, bring the top of the head towards the knees. Draw the belly back and then roll up the spine. Good, let's do 2 more like that. Breathing out, rolling back. Pubic bone to the sternum. Really draw that tummy away from the ceiling. Bring the head to the top of the knees, flexing the spine. Arms extend, roll up. Last one. Exhale, roll back. Hands to the sternum, elbows relaxed. Down a little bit, shoulders relaxed. Bring the head towards the top of the knees. Draw that belly back away from the legs and then roll up. Okay, we're going to add to this. So we're going to roll back behind the sit bones, hands to the sternum. Now, I'm going to go to my left side first here. So I'm going to drop my left elbow down and lift my right elbow up and then come back through the center. Rotate to the other side, dropping my right elbow down, lifting my left elbow up. So I'm rotating, dropping through the shoulders. From here, head towards the knees and then roll up to sitting. Now you could stay like that, or we're just going to roll back, hold in that flex position, hold back there, rotate to the left as you exhale, come back through the center. Rotate to the right. Inhale back through the center. And you just keep going. And then you roll up to sitting whenever you need. Otherwise, we're rotating. If you want to add here, keep the carriage still. Open those arms. Keep the carriage still. Wide V. This is like I say, ta-da, the carriage stays still, my arms opened. I bring my arms back, and then I come back through the center. I rotate to the other side, holding strong there. Carriage stays still. Open those arms. Carriage stays still. Bring those hands back. Come back through the center. Whenever you need to, roll up to sitting. Arms open, arms don't open. One and then the other, and then roll up, or just keep on rotating. Keep on rotating. Oh, that feels so good, doesn't it? No, yes, it does. It always feels good. All right, over. You could still be doing your opening. You could just be doing your rotation. I've got to do one more open to that side because I cheated. Roll up all the way to sitting. Pop those straps onto the shoulder rest. Now, from here, we're going to turn ourselves around, and we've already reduced our spring, so hopefully it's low enough for a chest press here for you guys. This one, we could be in our high kneeling position, and if that is the case and your knees don't flex fully, then perhaps you do want to go down to that blue and a white or a red. So that was blue is easier, blue and a white is harder, and then blue and a red is harder again. We're going to do our chest press here. Now, if your knees don't want to flex, up to that high kneeling, or if your knees don't mind flexing, down to this low kneeling. I've got my toes tucked under, and I'm resting my bum onto my heels, and then my elbows come in beside my ribs, palms up to the ceiling. From here, push your arms forward, just feel that load of the spring, and then bend your elbows, stop your elbows as they come right back beside your ribs. Breathe out, push your arms forward again, lift the bum up, and then lowering down. Exhale, push and lift. Inhale, lower. So notice as I push up, my pelvis and my rib cage are staying in line. I'm not letting my rib cage come forward. I'm not hip hinging as I come up and down. I'm coming straight up and straight down, right? Straight up and straight down. Now for the last 5 of these, I'm going to challenge myself a little bit more. I'm going to untuck my toes, and I'm going to come down to my heels, and then I push up. 5. This is a little lower. My quads are going to work a little harder. 4. 3. Tried to do this on the red the other week, and I died in front of the camera. Hence, I am on a blue and a white today. But you do you. If I wasn't in front of the camera, I would be going for that red. Pause here. Up. Open your arms wide. As you exhale, close your arms. Bend your elbows. And again, up, open, close, and bend. Up, open, close, and bend. Let's go 4. 3. Open, close, and bend. Last 2. Breathe out, push up. Open, close, and bend. Last 1. Push, open, close, and bend. If you're in your high knee and you can't bend your knees, drop 1 strap. You can drop down onto your bum, but make sure you drop 1 and then the other park the carriage if you're in high kneeling can't down, because I don't want anyone banging into the stopper and falling over. Right, so straps down. From here we're going to come up and we're going to just lower our foot bar down, and then we're going to go for just a white spring now. So we're going to come and grab onto our platform extender. We're going to pop the platform extender over that wee space, nice and close towards the wooden platform. So remember, this is the white spring. I'm just going to turn the aircon. Forgot. I was like, oh, I got quite warm with that one. Okay, so just the white spring here. So white spring. Carriage is like a skateboard. Make sure you stand on the wooden platform side first. Now, again, I'm going to go smart and pick up my 1s, but I would be doing this with a 2 or a 3 if I wasn't in front of the camera. So from here, I'm going to stand on my wooden platform side with my weights in my hands. And then I'm going to bring I can't do that with a 1. Okay. My shoulders, it's going to be a lateral raise and then a little overhead press, right? Okay, so bring both feet on either platform. Feet nice and close together, and remember, I just want you to slowly push out first because it is that white spring. See how that feels, right? Remind yourself, okay, it is a white. I'm going to start using my inner thighs to pull in and control out. I'm going to make my feet a little bit wider so I feel the work a little bit more through the inner thighs, but you can keep your feet close as they can be together for that little less challenge, right, through the inner thighs. But see how you feel. I might end up moving mine in. So pull your legs together and bring your arms to a T, and then slowly open the legs, bring your arms down. I'm actually going to turn my palms to the front, so I pull up, my thumb is pointing up, I'm giving the thumbs up as I'm in my T. Yes, awesome. And then come down. Breathe out, up, breathe in, down. Let's go 5 more like this. 4, 3, standing nice and tall, knees are a little soft, pelvis is upright. 2, and the last 1. I'm going to pull my legs together. I'm going to drop my arms down and I'm going to open my legs. From here, bend the elbows and then push your arms straight out into your T. Hold the legs open, rotate to the left, come back through the center, rotate to the right, come back through the center, bring your hands to your shoulders, and then push those arms up overhead. Coming down, hands to the shoulders, open the legs, arms out to a T. Rotate towards the pulleys, back to the center. Rotate towards the wooden platform, back to the center. Hands come to your shoulders, pushing up. Hands to the shoulders, out to the T. Rotate to the pulleys, back. Rotate to the wooden platform, back, hands to the shoulders. Last 1. Hands to the shoulders. Did you see me creep my foot? Out to a T, to the left, to the pulleys, to the other side, wherever that may be. Hands to your shoulders, and then up. Okay, hands down. Step onto your wooden platform side and turn yourself around. So both feet on either platform, and then just remind yourself, white spring, no spring, light, light, and then close. Arms to the T. Slowly open. Arms to the T. Slowly open. So keep the foot nice and connected. Even that little toe, as you slide out, don't let that foot roll in. Last 4. Breathing out, pulling in. 3. Soft through the knees, lifted through the pelvis. 2. Don't go too wide. 1, make sure you can come back. All the way closed. Bring your arms down. I'm going to adjust my feet slightly. Okay. Legs go out, hands come to the shoulders, out to your T. From here, rotate towards the pulleys. Back through the center, rotate to the foot bar, back to the center, hands to the shoulders, up and overhead. Hands to the shoulders, out to a T, to the pulleys, through the center, to the wooden platform, to the center, hands to the shoulders, overhead. Last 2, yee, to a T, to the pulleys, to the platform, hands to the shoulders, overhead. Slightly regretting my decision to go up to these 2s, but feeling good because not absolutely dying in front of the camera. Rotate, rotate, hands to the shoulders, pushing up. Okay, arms down, they're relaxed now, so that's good. Okay, step yourself off and then just tuck those weights under the wooden platform again so they're completely out of the way of the toes. Now what we're going to do is we're going to lift the wooden platform and we're going to put a blue spring on as well. So just a blue and a white spring. Now that's just going to help keep the carriage nice and stable. Now I'm going to move this mat just out of the way a little bit so that I can put my platform extender just down to the edge of my carriage here. It's nicely spread on the floor. And then I'm going to grab onto my box and I'm going to pop the box up on the edge of the carriage. And it's just going to be tall ways like this. So this is going to be my little hand, my little support for my balance if I need it. Now, I'm facing towards the wooden platform. I've got 2 kettlebell choices. But again, I'm going to go for the lighter. But this morning when I did this, I did it with the heavier one. I know you guys, most of you can do this with the heavier one. I believe in you, you can do it. But I'm going to do the lighter because, again, dying in front of the camera, I just want to be able to get to the 10. If you don't get to the 10 with the heavier, yay. Okay, but here, hand onto the box there, standing on your platform extender. So I've got my right hand on the box, so I'm going to go for the far away leg to the carriage. So it's going to be my left foot, but if you're standing facing the other way, then just do the other. My toes come right in through that wee handle. Strong and supported through my center. I'm standing tall. And then I'm just going to bend my left knee and pull it up. Pulling that weight with me and then lower. Now if I keep my heel close in, make sure your toes stay flexed to hold on to that little handle. If I keep my heel close in here, as I lift my knee, there's going to be slightly less work on my quad. If I extend my leg out, it comes out in front of me, now I feel the quad a little bit more, the hip flexor a little bit more, and my right glute a little bit more as I'm standing here. Let's go for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower the foot down, take that foot out of the kettlebell, and then step your inside leg back. So my right leg is coming back. The far away leg is the one that's on the platform extender. Come down into a lunge. My bum goes back, my knee is over my heel, and I'm going to shift forward and pick up my weight in my left hand. And then from here, I lunge down deep, and then I come up. Lunge down deep, and then come up. So shift the body back, coming back into that left glute, coming down, and then up, down. If you can, no fingers. If you're feeling really unbalanced here, step off the platform extender and just do this to the side. That foot on that soft surface is just making that a little bit more challenging for you, right? Last 3. And up. 2. And up. And then 1. Oh, it is more challenging. And up. Good. Weight comes down in front. We're doing a second set of those, and we've got to hold at the end just for a little treat. So same foot, my left, but the one furthest away, and then we're going to lift up. 10, 9. If you extend that leg out, it's harder. 8. Strong through that right glute. Strong through the center. 7, 6. I think I gave you an extra bonus one there. 5. Reach down through that left sit bone. 4. Oh, I'm struggling a little bit now. 3. I'm going to make it though. 2. And the last 1, and we've got to hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. See if you can lift the leg higher. 4, 3, 2, 1. Put the leg down. Put the weight down. Okay, left foot on again. Step that right foot back, but now pitch the body forward, come into that hip hinge. Weight comes again into that far away hand, so same weight as the front leg, same hand as the front leg, right? And then from here, we're just going to rotate around. Now you might put your hand on your knee as you rotate, and then come back. Arm goes to straight. So you're in a hip hinge, sinking into that left glute, rotating around towards the left side, towards that front leg, and then back. Rotate. Good. Let's go. 7, 6, 5, 4. I promise your hips are going to feel really good at the end. 3, 2. Strong through the center. 1. All right, step forward. Okay, so both weights, or I know I'm only going to use that weight, so I'm going to bring that around to the other side. Standing, just turning, facing the other way. I'm going to move that box a little bit forward there, so I've got him for my balance if I need. Outside leg, or for me, it's the right leg into that weight. Actually, I'm going to move that weight. I don't want to kick. When I do my lunge back, I don't want to be kicking that, so move anything behind you if you don't need it. And then from here, lifting the knee. And then back. Breathe out, pull. Strong and stable through that left leg. Use your core. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh, this one is dying quicker. Okay, right foot back. Right foot is the far away foot. Weight in the hand. Step my inside foot back, or my left, and then I'm coming down, shifting my bum back, and then coming all the way up. Woo! 9. Try and use your balance, use your core, use your legs to bring you up. See if you can use the box as much as you need, but as little as possible. We got 5, 4. Oh, I gotta shift back more. 3, 2, and 1. All the way up. Foot comes down, weight comes down. Same thing. 10 again on this leg. So toes in. Keep the toes flexed. The weight is right over that foot there, right? And then pull. 10, 9. Remember, leg out straight. Harder. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Oh, last one. 1. Hold it up there. 10, 9, 8. Strong through the center. 7, 6, 5, 4. Pull it up. 3, 2, 1. All the way down. Ah, that was fun. Weight into that hand. Shift your bum back and your torso forward. So same leg, the one away from the carriage. Bum back, hands got the weight in it with the same as the legs forward. And then rotate around. 10, 9, 8, 7. Get your shoulders all the way around. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Sink deeper into that right hip. 1. Bring that weight up with you. Okay, so well done. We'll put the weight back underneath that platform there, and then from here we're gonna just turn the box into the long box position. Now, I want you to just push your platform extender just a little bit up the frame, so it's just out of the way, but we're going to use them again in a minute. Now, from here, we're going to do the one with the foot in the strap, 4-point kneeling, where we pull back, so it's that little bit of instability, a little bit of work through the glutes. You can either go for the blue spring here or the white spring, so just take one of those off. The white is going to be a little easier, a little bit more on your balance. You might have to move a little slower. Blue is a little harder, right? Foot into the strap, the arch of the foot. I've got my right foot in, but whatever side. First, you're going to step that foot back, the carriage will move forward, and then just step back there so you can bring your hands on either corner of the box. So, the unbanded foot, the knee comes back to the back of the box and then in the center. So when I bring my other knee on the box as well, both knees are at the back, but on the, the leg side so that the strap is on the outside here, right? So I've my stabilizing knee is my left knee and my right knee, and I'm closest to the right side of the box. Shoulders are nice and stable here. You've got that support through the arms, and then find that centered position here too. Now, whenever you need to have a break through the wrists, remember, knees forward first and then sit back. If you're going to go like that, or if you come to here, right? Because if you come up, the box is going to tip, right? If you take the weight off the hands when the knees are back, the box will tip. Hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips, set yourself up. Take your time, push out, hold that leg straight. Check in your mind that left hip is going to stay over that left knee, and then bend your right knee, come in, and then push away. So the stabilizing knee, the stabilizing hip is over top of that stabilizing leg, and then the gesture leg is pushing out all the way to straight. Let's go 7. Don't get pushed forward here. Sink back into that stabilizing hip. 4, 3, 2, tension the core every time you straighten that leg. 1, hold the leg straight behind us. Turn the toes just out, the heel comes in, and then we have that little L shape. So we go lift the heel out to the side, keep that leg on that same height, pull the heel back in and then drop it down a little and then lift up, corner of the L, out to the side, stay level, come back, then we drop it down and up, out, in, down, up, out. Keep that leg really straight, tension that core. We got 5, up, 4, keep it small, down, up, don't be pushed forward, 3, down, up, 2, down, up, and 1, down, up. Okay, we got to do down, up, come all the way in. Okay, remember, knees in. If you need a breather, don't just pull those wrists right off. Okay, find that centered set position again, push that leg behind you, hold there. Leg stay straight, slowly bring the leg forward. On the outside of the frame, check that stabilizing hip, you haven't shifted right across the other side, and then pull back. We got 6. Now, my leg can come further forward because I can keep my spine in center as my leg comes forward. So this does require some length through the hamstring, so I don't round my spine as the leg comes further forward. Stop the leg when you feel that you can keep the spine centered and stable, right? We're not going to round, we're going to just stay in that centered position. Last 2. And then the last one. I actually am unsure of how many that was. I'm going to put my foot down on the floor and then step back. This is a clear case. I was like, I'm going to do the blue. Should have done the white, but now I'm uneven if I change, so just going to have to battle on in front of you guys. Okay, hopefully you're battling on with me. Okay, foot in the strap, step yourself back, foot comes back, carriage comes forward, hands through the corner, knee in the middle at the back of the box, and then the other knee just comes to the side. So I'm to that gesture leg side. Strong and stable through the center, push that leg out to straight behind us, and then slowly coming back. So we've got that strong strength through the center. Every time I extend my leg, I extend it so my leg goes fully to straight. I don't want to see any half extended legs, my knees a little bit bent. No, all the way to straight. Push your heel to the lake. You guys are going to the lake, I'm going to Mount Arroy in this setup. Let's go for 5, 4, could have overcooked that, 3, 2, okay, last one, hold it out there, turn the toe out just that little way, out, in, down, up. So it's a little L shape that you're doing. Keep the heel high as you go out to the side. Don't let that drop down when you come down. Up, stay up, out, in, down. Watch that hip doesn't shift. Up, out, in, down. Last 3, up, out, in, down. 2, out, in, down. Keep that leg straight. 1, in, and down, in. Oh, we did an up on the last one. Up, and then in. Okay. Oh, going a little bit crazy. Need a little rest from my arms. Okay, we're coming back. So, knees back. Check the stabilizing hip. Don't shoot it across. Check the shoulders, check the spine, a little shake and wriggle, and then we're out. Push that leg. Slowly bring that leg past the edge of the frame. Try not to shift the hips across. As you do that, and then pull back. It comes back and around back into the frame. If the leg length will allow it, the leg can come further forward. If your leg length, your true long leg length, is a hindrance, you can't keep that leg straight, you got to go to the outside of the frame. Tall as you know this. Pulling back. 3, 2, and 1. Leg comes forward, foot to the floor, step off that box. Let the box just park there. Okay, so foot bar up, 2 clicks, 1, 2. Okay, lie down on your box. Now, if you've got the white spring, you may just want to go up to that blue, but actually it doesn't matter too much here because we're just going to do a nice, gentle extension through the spine. So, body's in line with the box. Legs are slightly lifted. Both legs are slightly lifted or active. Tummy is active. Arms are straight, and then lift the sternum up. Come into a small extension, and then lower the chest down. Slide the shoulders down the back as you come up. Come into a bigger extension if it feels good for you. So you just come as big or as small as it feels good for your spine. Coming up. As you come up higher, remember, lift the tummy away from the box as well. Pubic bone stays down. Get that nice long back of the neck. Little nod of the chin towards the chest. We are looking forward as we come higher, but we're not looking up, right? So we've got that whole even nice long line instead of this. Right? Keep that little nod of the chin to the chest. Up. And then down. It might just be small. It might be up and down. We'll do 2 more. Up and down. And the last one. And then all the way down. Good. Bend the elbows, come all the way in. Slide off the side of the box, and we're just going to turn the box until it's crossways. We're going to lower the foot bar all the way down, and now we're going to come and grab onto our platform extender, and we're going to do a wee plank here. So we're either going to go from our supported plank or a cat to our supported plank and then back into a cat with the knees down, staying down the whole time, or we're going to go into a full plank. I'm going to talk you through the half plank first, variation with the cat, and then I'll talk you through the full plank with the elephant, right? So white spring is going to be harder, blue spring a little bit more supportive, right? Platform extender over that wee space, and then pop your knees down onto the platform extender, feet just hanging off the edge here, and then we're going to bring our elbows down onto the box here too. So I'm going to lift up into my cat, rounding the spine, dropping the head down, taking a breath there. So I'm really lifting through the front of the hips. Now, start to push the carriage away, but by pushing the pelvis forward, and I'm going to unravel my spine from my tail through my sternum to my head. My elbows are underneath my shoulders, and I'm in a supported plank, so make sure your hips are low enough, but not so low that you're in an extension, right? Okay, take a breath in here and then push your elbows away. Elbows come back in, drop the head down, lift the sternum up and around, and reverse back into that cat. So we push out, the pelvis comes down, we unravel from the head, from the tail to the head. Pause here, take a breath, and then breathe out, push your arms away. Breathe in there, elbows come back, drop the head, lift the sternum, and round the spine. You could stay with that, otherwise, toes tuck under, and then from here, so we're just going to hover the knees up and push out into our plank. So coming into the elephant first, we're going to lift the front of the hips around the spine, bring the carriage in. It might not come in all the way. Then we start to push the hips down towards that carriage. We unravel the spine from your sternum to your head. Pause here, we breathe out, slide the shoulders away. Breathe in, the shoulders come back, drop the head down, lift the sternum up, round into that elephant. Sliding the pelvis forward. So same type of movement with the knees down version. The head drops down, the sternum lifts. We curl the spine on the way in, and then we go from the tail to the head as we go out. We hold for the inhalation. Push the arms away. Elbows come back, drop the head, lift the sternum, curl in. I reckon I got 2 more in me. Push the pelvis forward. Unravel. Find that support. Shoulders go away. Elbows go away. Elbows come back. Drop the head, lift and round. Last one. Pelvis forward. Unravel. Pause here. Elbows in. Drop the head, round the spine, come all the way in. If you want, down onto the knees. Shift your bum back. That was enough. Okay, come up. Great. We're done with the box. We're going to pop him to the side now. Pop the box down the end there. We've just got a little bit of standing side splits here, so not too much. Lift the foot bar up. We want to use the outside of the legs now, so we're going to go for the blue and the white or the red. Now this is one of those ones. I'm going to go for the red. Probably going to die in front of you, but actually what I might do is go for the ones. Oh, I'm not. I'm going to go for the twos. So ones are going to be easier. We're going to do this lateral flexion and this arm lift and then down. So we want to stand on the wooden platform side, working through the outside of the legs here. We still always are safe standing on that side first though. Heavier spring to the blue and the white or the red. Both feet on either platform here, standing tall. And then from here, let's just feel what the spring feels like. Yeah, regretting it. I might make my feet a little bit wider, just so it doesn't feel quite as heavy. There we go. Yeah, I think I can do that without successfully without dying in front of you guys. So we're going to go out with the legs, arms come to a T, and then as we come in, come towards the platform extender with body into the lateral flex. Come out with a T, legs go out, and then the other side. Let's go 6. Reach the arm down, reach the other arm up, laterally flex the spine. Hands are just in front of my body so I can see them in my peripheral vision, right? The one beside the leg can be beside your leg, but this upper arm is in front. I'm away from it. Last one on each side. And back. And out. And back. Good. Bring your arms down. Now we're going to do a hold. So if you do need to make the feet wider, make the feet wider. Arms come out to a T, push out, hold here. So hand closest to the wooden platform comes up. We go towards the pulleys with that lateral flexion. Lift that arm up, lower it down, close the arms, close the legs. Yay. Now we're going to do 2 arm floats. So we push out, same way, over 2, towards the pulleys. 1, 2, close the arms, close the legs. 3, out, and then over. Keep that core nice and connected. Breathe out. 3, 2, 1, close the arms, close the legs. Last one, 4, pushing out, over to that side, and float. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the arms down, close the arms, close the legs. Turn yourself around. Give your bum a little shake. Okay, good news, we're almost there. We just got to do the same thing on the other side. Yay! So turn around, both feet on either platform, standing tall, feel the spring tension, adjust the placement if you need, push out, but then as you come in towards the platform extender, out, coming in, into that lateral flexion towards the pulleys, out. I'm just in front of the body, out, and then in, out, and in. 6, out, and then in. 5, so nice. 4, strong through the legs, and in. 3, and in. 2, out, and in. 1. Bring that arm down. Okay, maybe a little wider with the feet if you need to, and then when you're ready, so both legs and arms push out into their T, out with the legs, over towards the pulleys, hold there, float that one arm up, 1, and then down, bring the body back, close the legs. Okay, 2, out, over, 1, 2, close the arms, close the legs, out for 3, out, over, 3, 2, 1, lower the arms, close the legs. Okay, last one, 4, dook, 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 hang on, almost there. Okay, push out, over, breathe out, 4, 3, breathe out as you push up, 2, 1, you've got it, we're done. Close the arms, close the legs. Step those legs off, put those weights just underneath, remove the platform extender, lift your foot bar all the way up to, a red and a blue spring, red, blue and a white, or 2 reds for our feet in straps. Pop that platform extender down to the end, pick up your straps on the way through. Good, both straps feel even there. Gonna lie down on our backs and then heels on the foot bar, push both legs away, one leg into the foot strap, long loop, and then the other. Push both legs away there, long through the spine. Take a breath. Lift the legs up slowly, nice length through the back of the legs. Now mine are going quite high because I want that length. And then I'm going to lower down. So if your hamstring length doesn't allow all the way up there, you could just come up a little way, but I want you to keep the tail down here. So I'm not going to lift the tail off. I'm going to reach my sit bones through towards the foot bar rather than pointing them up to the ceiling as my legs come up and then lower. So if your hamstring length will allow it, you can come into more hip flexion, leg length, but you know, this is my forte. Hamstring length, that's all I got. I'm like, look at those long hamstrings. No. Flex the hip joint, good, and then come up. So if your hamstring length, you can always soften the knees slightly if that helps, but I don't want you rounding the spine and lifting your bum off with this. I just want you to keep the pelvis down for this one, so that you actually get that nice stretch through the back of the legs. No, slowly, because bloody hell, that was a lot. Breathing, just breathe. To be honest, like, that was actually quite a grunty class. I didn't even go for all of the heavy options, but you guys are challenging yourself, so you'll be more tired than me. Lift your arms, lift the legs up, open the arms. No, those are legs. Pull them down and together. Yeah, just this professional video that I'm making here. Lift the legs up, open the legs wide, and then pull them down. I'm trying to keep with the authenticity of, you know, our relationship and how we are here. Nobody is perfect. Good, so yeah, I probably could have said that right, but no. Big circles. Up, open, pull them down and together. Up, open, pull them down and together. Come all the way up. Pause there. Push them down. Open. Oh, my hips feel so good. Hopefully yours do too. After all that work, we did inner thighs, we did outer leg, we did hip flexors, we did glutes. Always a core. But yeah, see how those hips feel after all of that work. They feel great. Oh yeah, nice and smooth. All right, bring those legs down to that 45-degree angle. We'll take one foot out of the strap, throw that strap down to the floor, bring that foot to the foot bar, the leg is straight, other leg out, strap down, bend the knees, come all the way in. Before you jump up, little side to side with the legs. Just breathing, one side then the other side. And then we can throw the legs off the side and we come up to sitting. All right, so guys, straps go back onto the shoulder rests. All the springs off, wipe down your carriage, all the props back please. If you're the last in the studio, lights, aircon, lock the door. And yeah, have a great day.